get your clothes tailored, okay? This is probably the most important thing. A $300 tailored suit looks better than a $3,000 off the rack untailored suit. You can have the most beautiful suit in the world, but if it's hanging all over you like you're wearing your big brother's clothes, you're not gonna look good. So look at this suit right here. This is a Zara suit. I think this was like $300. I've got a $2,000 suit in the closet. This is a $300 suit. It looks damn near as good as the $2,000 suit. Most girls wouldn't be able to tell the difference. If you want a cheap suit that fits well, go pick one up from Zara for $300, spend another $100 on the tailoring, and you're gonna look better than the vast majority of guys, with the exception of the investment bankers wearing a custom tailored, bespoke $5,000 suit or whatever. But you're gonna be looking better than everyone in your office, okay, if you have the right tailoring. And the right tailoring is, you wanna get the shoulders nice and tight, you want the arms form-fitting, you don't want the arms to be flopping around, you want the dress shirt to cut off right at the wrist, to where like a little bit of the dress shirt's poking out just outside of the suit, the end of the suit cuff. You want the sides taken in so it fits slim down the side, and you want the back taken in so that it's not flopping around at the back. And a lot of the time the guy will put like little arrows on the shirt, and that's going to keep the back nice and tight. And you want it to come down to just like the middle of your dick, so you can tuck it in, and that means when you stand up, your shirt's not going to fly up, so that there's enough room so that you can tuck it in, and when you get up, you're not going to have to retuck in your shirt all the way. Okay, so that's what you want in the shirt. The pants, you want them to be nice and slim. That's the style, but not too tight. Especially not too tight around the crotch. You don't want people to be able to see your whole fucking dick. And I worked with a guy who wore suits like that. He wore like, he's a very metro guy. He's a good looking guy, but his suit was damn near spandex. And we were working at a conference once, and he bent over and fucking ripped the asshole out of his suit. Okay. And, you know, like the girls would tease him, the guys would like, you know, talk behind his back about how tight his suit was. And it was like, you could tell he was putting in a lot of effort. If he just loosened it up just a little bit and wasn't trying to go too tight, you know, he would have got much better results, and he wouldn't have ripped the crotch and ass out of his pants in public. Okay, so form-fitting, slim, but not too tight. That's the key. Number 9, use the right flare. Okay, so if you want to get a little fancy with it and you don't want to spend too much money, I recommend, and this, if you work in a super conservative office, then just keep it basic, follow the basic rules. But if you want to get flashy with it a little bit, I recommend wearing the colorful socks occasionally that you see guys wearing. I've got a pair here, like some of these bad boys. You get the pocket square, and you got a colorful tie. And this is the exception to the rule where you can get away. Obviously, those socks aren't matching the pants, and the pocket square is not matching the suit, and the tie is not matching anything. But in this case, it's actually works in your favor when you're not matching, because it shows that you have style IQ. It shows that you're breaking the rules a little bit, but you're doing it in a way to make yourself look better. And this is the one area where I would tell you that it's okay to break the rules. Now, there's all kinds of other rules that you can break when you really know what you're doing, but that's a whole other level of advanced game, and that takes a lot of knowledge and a lot of money. But if you just want to step your game up a little bit and show people you know what's going on, and show girls that you have the social intelligence and the fashion IQ, then add some of that flair in there. And if you really want to take it to the next level, then have your flair matching. So you can be wearing like a black or navy suit, and then you've got the bright pink socks, the bright pink pocket square just sort of roughly tucked in, you know, not too neat, and then you've got a bright pink tie on, a nice watch, money baby. You know, if you've got a big client, especially if you've got a woman client who's going to appreciate that, or you've got a date, or you're going to a nice club or whatever, and you want to be styling and profiling, then do your flashiness with the flair. Keep the suit nice and traditional and slim fit, but amp it up with the flair, and you're going to look really good. Number 10, lastly, don't go too far with fashion. So that's what I was trying to say in the last point, you know, where you don't want to wear the suit that's too tight. You don't want to go too crazy except for a little bit on the flare. And really, I don't think you should be spending all day on the sartorialist.com and GQ and all this stuff, because it really takes a lot of effort, and you really have to stay on top of the trends, and you really have to spend a lot of money to keep on top of the trends. Also, chances are, if you are working in an environment, most environments are still pretty conservative. Most clients that you're going to be dealing with, whether you're selling real estate or insurance or whatever you're doing, are going to be relatively conservative. So you get to a point where, one, you're going to spend a lot more money on fashion. Number two, you're going to have to spend a lot of time keeping up with the trends, time that you could have been used to make more money. Number three, if you're working around conservative guys, their reaction to you is not going to be great. They're going to be calling you Metro. They're going to be teasing you. If you're presenting to like a 50-year-old client, and they could be more conservative. They're going to be, thinking, is this guy gay, or what's going on with this guy? People might be questioning your sexuality because you push the fashion so far, and there's nothing wrong with that. I have absolutely no problem with gay guys or with guys who go really far in fashion, but what I'm saying is you're putting in all this effort, and now it's becoming counterproductive. When you could just go, I'm telling you, just go minimalist, go 80%, but don't go 100%, because when you go 100%, oftentimes it's going to be counterproductive. Unless you work in media or fashion, it's going to be counterproductive for you